Alright. I can't hear the game. There we go. I had my computer muted for some reason. Alright guys, hang on. I gotta open this on my phone so I can keep an eye on chat, but other than that, I did tweet this out.
Asagao Academy, Normal Boots Club.
I feel like I should know that guy's voice, but I don't. Okay, let's... hey, I'm broadcasting right now. I can see it over on the left screen here. Okay, let's just search Asagao Academy, because... Asagao Academy. Yep, I'm live playing. I'm live playing this, aren't I? I have to watch an ad for my own channel. Isn't that something and a half? Alright, let's get to playing, shall we? Okay, oh geez, I didn't load my data. Let's load. Yes. I left the classroom, thinking to wait for Mai, but instead, PBG trailed me into the hallway. Yes, we get to see PBG. He cleared his throat and turned to face him. I just remembered I forgot to schedule my vocal, Jerry. I'll do it after the stream, whatever. I tilted my head back in uncomfortable degree. He was tall. He was scratching his neck, avoiding eye contact. So I know you said you were fine at lunch, but are you sure you're okay? I mean, you were really freaked out yesterday, so... Heat crept its way into my face. No, I'm alright. As long as you're fine. If you need any help with anything, you can rely on me, though. Especially since... The uncertain look crossed his face again. Well, never mind. Are you heading back to the dorms? Yeah. Nice, me too. We can go together. He pumped his fist into the air. Nice! I glanced into the classroom. Mai was still talking to Mimi, looking like she was about to rip the girl's head off. She wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah!
Sure, let's go! But as we turned to leave the hall, we were interrupted by someone wearing a yellow and gray jacket. Oh man, the drama begins. There's Hidden Boots. Hidden Boots. Hidden Block. I'm smart. The rival club's jacket. My heart stopped. Standing before us was a tall man with cheekbones like no tomorrow. Now, I watch a little bit of Hidden Block. Do I know who this is the question. I didn't recognize him from our class, and I don't recognize him either, which means he must be one of the other Hidden Block members. I didn't know whether I should scoff at him or ignore him, but before I could do anything, PG held out his hand for a high five. Yeah! Hey, Jeff! Wait, that's Jeff? Jeff returned the gesture, and the two locked into conversation. That's Jeff. I just didn't parse that was Jeff.
Hey, what's up?
PBG, you pumped about the soccer match?
Yeah!
Yeah, I've been waiting for this day all summer.
Right on!
Right on. Are you busy? I'm trying to get the team together right now for a last-minute practice. You in? I'm so in. I have nothing to do for the rest of the day. Are my cleats still in your locker? Yup. Awesome. Let's go then. Jeff briefly looked at me and pointed. PBG turned around, surprised I was still waiting.
Hunter!
Oh, Hana. Sorry, I gotta go. See you in class tomorrow. I'll make sure to bring my thinking cap. He put on an invisible hat and then gave me a thumbs up. Oh, wait. Do you want to come to our game? It's the first one of the year. It'd be pretty cool if you came to watch us. I wonder if, this is freely available music or if somebody, actually composed it. I feel like somebody actually composed it because I remember hearing that, the theme that plays when you talk to Jared is a mix of Jared's theme and JonTron's theme. So I feel like someone's actually composed this. Anyway, mostly me because I'm the star player. Well, thanks. I don't really like sports, but I want to meet the PVG. Well, since a grand total of 0 people are in the chat right now, I have to make this decision myself. don't know. Well, let's go because we want to support our friend PBG.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. I'd love to come. Woo! Thanks. That really means a lot to me. Usually the first game doesn't really conjure up a big crowd. Can I bring Mai? She might have planned on going anyway, but she was always including me in things. I want to do the same for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Bring as many people as you want. Fill up the stands. Also, since hey, someone has showed up. I think. Ooh. I think someone's showed up. I mean, it says there's a viewer. It says there's a viewer, and I can't see how many viewers there are from my phone. Anyway, he left with Jeff, and I headed back to the dorms. Mai usually walked with me. It felt weird to be alone, and suddenly I realized it'd be even weirder to be in the dorm alone. He then calmly gestured to his empty dorm room. My roommates actually started showing up again, though. Oh man, it's just the week before finals. I seriously didn't see him for a solid, 3 weeks at one point. The guy never comes here anymore. Not knowing what else to do, I headed for the library. Might as well get started on some homework. Oh, dude. I got my final for the Visual Basic class I'm taking. We're not doing an actual solid final because programming on paper is gross. So he just handed us a project and is like, "This is your final. Make it look nice." So I'm definitely gonna have to get to work on that, at some point. I'm probably gonna immediately go sign up for voice juries right after this and then just get coding because I'm not a fan of Visual Basic. I've talked about it in videos before, but I just don't like the way Visual Basic handles things. It's too low syntax for me. I'm not a fan. I don't know. And I wish I had more spare time because since we're in the library, I got this book while I was out thrift storing last weekend. I don't know, should I don't have any way to, I didn't record anything while I was out and about, but, I got this book, and then, what else? What other books did I get? They're in here somewhere. Aha! I got Neuromancer by William Gibson. I don't know if it's any good yet. I haven't read it yet, because I don't have any time. I also got the movie tie-in books for Tron and Back to the Future 3. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't really go back to that bookstore anymore because it's in downtown Davenport, and my dad has informed me that that's not the best part of town. So anyway, back to what we're actually reading right now. I stayed in the library much longer than I'd anticipated, head low over a small sheet of project ideas in a thick book. Every time I thought about leaving, panic seized me. The truth was, I still didn't really know my way around the academy. Mai had been there to guide me, and I was more focused on the people around me than the places. As students trickled past, laughing and heading off to have, no doubt, tons of fun, I fiddled with my pencil. Do I have a pencil to fiddle with? I have a pen to fiddle with. I have a pen. Does that count? I normally have pencils here. I don't know where they went. I fiddled with my pencil. Let's see if I can do this idly and play the game, too. I can't do it with my left hand, though. I don't even know if I don't think that's in frame. I'd have to leave eventually, though. This pen is off balance. Never mind. I would have to leave eventually, though. Hesitantly, I closed my notebook and stood up.
Hey, Hana!
Hey! It's Gerard! Hey, Hana. How are you? I whirled around. Gerard was walking past me, a thick book in one hand. Gerard, hi. I'm good. Thanks. I laughed weakly. Oh, that was a great weak laugh. Seriously, the voice work in this game. I've only played one other visual novel, and it was Cat of a Shoujo, and I feel like it was not a good visual novel. I had a great time with it, but it's, not high production value, I guess. I don't know, I've mostly seen just, low-budget visual novels when I have any interaction with the genre, so it's this is actually, moneyed, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, also, I found this flash drive in the in the computer lab in Java today, and I got to have a lovely email interaction with someone I didn't even know. Yeah? He clearly didn't believe a word I was saying. I sighed. I'm a bit scared to leave. I know that sounds pathetic, but I really don't know my way around here, so, yeah, you look a bit like a lost otter. A lost otter? I feel like that's an actual Gerard phrase. But hey, I haven't really gotten a chance to talk to you until now. I've been wanting to ask if you're settling in all right. I've heard Gerard's path in this game is just an intense feels trip. I know that transfer students don't really get introduced to the school the same way freshmen do. Are you classes okay? How's your homework load? Do you like the food? Are you getting along with Mai? I stuttered, unsure of which question to answer first. Everything's, fine. Mai's great, yeah. She showed me around the campus recently. It was very nice of her, but she wasn't very, thorough. A grin slowly spread across Gerard's face as if he was unwrapping a present. I can show you around if you like. I used to give tours to incoming students. If you're new, you really should get a tour. Okay. I mean, I don't know where I'm going, and Gerard seems like a nice guy, and he's got a nice beard. Gerard's eyes lit up at the mere mention of a tour. I felt bad turning him down. Alright, great. We can start at the boys' derm. Boys' derm. The boys' derm. Epidermis. Just one particular boy's skin. Great, we can start at the boys' dorm. I need to put my books away. He laughed and headed out of the library. I fell into step alongside him. I know that's Gerard's laugh. I can feel it because just beard bros. And Gerard has such an infectious laugh, you know? And you can tell because I'm giggling at it. Gerard's one of my favorite guys on YouTube. Like, I wish I could, like, have a big enough base to, interact with him. He seems like just such a genuine guy. I'm just fiddling with my mic. I shouldn't be. Anyway. Has anyone told you we don't get many transfers? It's been implied. I always wonder what new students think of everything right when they get here. I wish I could experience everything here for the first time again. Was your old school anything like this? Not at all. It feels more like a college campus because of the dorms. My old high school was just a big brick building. Come to think of it, like, Asagao seems to be laid out fairly similarly to, this university. Like, it's got dorm, dorm. Like, if you're, let's 3D map here. So, here's my dorm. Cafeteria dorm. We'll shift a little bit to the right here. There's Ambrose Hall, which is right here. It's like a bunch of classrooms. I think it's like the computer science department's on the 4th floor, and it's statistics and a bunch of other departments. I think there's some philosophy stuff in there. And then beyond Ambrose Hall, there's McMullen. There's another dorm. There's Lewis Hall over here. There's the chapel over here, which also has some dorms in it, I think. And there's the library, from north, it's here. So, I don't know. I'm 3D space without actually having anything to manipulate is hard. Anyway. But enough of my blathering. This is a nice campus. If you can afford to come here, please do. It's great. Anyway. Gerard nodded. I thought he wanted to say more, but there we were in front of the boys' dorm. He pulled open the door for me, and once inside, he held open his hands. This is the Bluebell house. It's where the boys live. It's literally a carbon copy of the girls' dorm, except the walls are blue. Feel free to walk around, but probably don't go into any rooms. Not the best idea. I'm gonna drop this off. Be right back. He raced off to the stairwell and then took them 2 at a time. I got the feeling he was rushing, so as to not make me wait longer than I had to, and I smiled. It made me feel cared for. There wasn't much to look at or do while I was waiting, though. I stepped to the side so as to not block the door and stretched out my neck, listening to the sounds of an action movie from a room nearby. Now, doesn't that sound familiar? My suite mate, the guy on the other side of the wall, I rarely, if ever, hear him not playing Star Wars Battlefront. He was also screaming racial slurs last night at around 12:30 in the morning. So, he either needs to, like, tape his mouth shut or get good, you know? But anyway. Maybe I should wait outside? I headed for the dormitory door, but when I reached to pull it open... Hey, what's up? That's Jimmy. That's Jimmy Wetzel, and I feel like that's, Is Kadikarus a Hidden Blocks guy? I don't know. I don't know. I know the guy on the left is definitely Jimmy. I stared up at them in shock, and they looked at me the same way. Whoa, pink hair? That's unique. The one on the right instantly called out my hair in a thick British accent. Then it's definitely Kadikarus if it's a British accent. The other, probably the youngest student I met so far, scanned me up and down. You know, I always forget that, like, Jimmy Wetzel is my age. Like, the same age as me. I think he's, like, 19. So it's like, oh my gosh, this guy has an absurdly large subscriber... Like, not absurdly large, but he has a large subscriber base and, like, is the same age as me. It just throws me off sometimes. You're the girl who sat at the normal boots table today, aren't you? That's an awful Jimmy Wetzel impression. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to impersonate him. You could tell? Wasn't my presence already so well known just from sitting at their table? I wasn't sure whether to be pleased or upset, but the men in front of me were busy talking amongst themselves. I never thought they'd entertain having a girl join them. Do you think it's because of the puzzle incident? Shane would never be comfortable with someone joining up just like that, though. They hardly know her. There must be some reason she sat with them, though. That's Jimmy Wetzel right there. Let me tell ya, if they're planning a secret weapon, we should get back at them. Excuse me? I shouted into the middle of them, shocking even myself. I wasn't usually so loud or forward, but the way these two were bickering gave me the impression that if I didn't stop them, they'd keep going on forever. I'm right here. You can just ask me something if you're confused.
Hey,
you're right. So you joining the Normal Boots Club then, or what are you gonna do?
What?
Joining? What? Joining the Normal Boots Club never even crossed my mind as a possibility. All I was thinking about was getting in good with them, getting on their good side, so hopefully people wouldn't, mess with me, because that's no good. Actually joining the club? Was that even possible? And weren't they gamers or something? I had no experience with video games. There was no way I'd be able to join. Seeing my crestfallen face, the young member backtracked. Sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. We're members of the Hidden Block Club, and the Normal Boots Club is our rival in tournaments, so we were just, wondering.
greetings and salutations, my beautiful person.
It is Kadikarus. I knew it. Greetings and salutations, my beautiful person. I'm Kadikarus, and this is Jimmy Wetzel. You can call me Caddy for short, though. Everyone else does. Everyone? Jimmy cast a knowing glance in Caddy's direction, and Caddy grimaced. Ugh, almost everyone. Beautiful? Thanks. Oh, don't mind him. He tells everybody that. Because everybody's a beautiful person. I just felt like the awful accent come into my voice there. That's so bad. Ouch.
Hey, guys.
Hey, it's Gerard. Oh, hey, guys. Gerard skidded around the corner, panting as if he ran the entire way. In fact, I don't doubt he probably did. I see you met Hana. She's a new friend of ours, so be nice to her, alright?
What?
I think there was like a moaning sound just then. Okay. Whatever, I ain't mad. Would we ever be anything but nice?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Last year's tournament would beg to differ. That was one time. That was only because Shane ate my pizza. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Later, guys.
Anyway, I don't want to keep you. I was giving Hannah a tour of the campus, since she's new here, you know. Well, it was nice meeting you. I hope we'll see you around more.
Bye.
Bye. It was nice meeting you. Gerard waved the pair off as they climbed the staircase, and then held the door open for me again. And we're off again. Later, man. That's the Azalea Arts Center. There's a recording booth and lots of spare rooms for clubs to meet in. Wait a minute. Bluebell Hall? Poppy Building? They're all flowers, aren't they? That probably, like, hit somebody in the face as soon as they started playing, and, like, now I look stupid. But, hey, I caught it when they said Azalea, okay? Only, like, 3 hours into the game, guys. That's Azalea Arts Center. There's a recording booth and lots of spare rooms for clubs to meet in. The theater's right next to it. It's where John holds the drama club and all its rehearsals. I think student council elections are held there too, and Jared has a special event at least once a semester. Last year was a martial arts exhibition, and Jared did kendo against other practitioners in the school. He shook his head in awe. Wow.
See what I mean?
He's truly talented. Really, all my friends are. I think I'm really lucky to have people like that around me.
Gerard.
Oh, Gerard?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you have a question? No, that's alright. I just was... Great. Over there you can see Higginbana peeking out in the distance. There's a field separating us, and people like to eat there. There's a squirrel outside my window. Gerard seemed a cheerful, grateful, down-to-earth kind of person. I mean, you're not wrong. He does seem that way. He really was going out of his way to help me out and be kind to me, and he didn't even seem to realize what a big deal that was. I giggled. Something told me I shouldn't point it out. Despite that, I was pretty thankful. He took me to the places Mai did and more, describing everything and several past events in excruciating detail. It was a little much for a friendly tour, but having the names and locations of the buildings burned in my mind was a good thing. We ended the tour back in Poppy Hall after what seemed like hours of walking. Gerard was keen on finishing off the tour with the best place on campus. Hang on, let's look at that. Look at that poster in the back there, guys. Don't totally suck at volleyball. That's not me. Calling all itty bitty kitty collectors, I'm looking for the itty bitty kitty from the Frisky Footy selection. There was something with Asagao something school. Ta-da! Here it is, the Normal Boots Club room. He pushed the door open and pointed inside. It looked like her regular room filled with desks and some kind of toys. It's not much, but it's home to some of my happiest memories. He shut the door again and dusted his hands. There's a little closet here people use to store things too. He reached to turn the handle, but paused and then retracted his hand. Was that a shutter I saw? Ooh. Just a little tip, knock before you open the door to any closet on campus. Oh, it's that kind of closet, yeah?
Really?
Really? Why? Ghosts, I guess? That was strange advice, delivered strangely. Gerard was genuinely uncomfortable. I didn't know what to make of it. He knocked, and a few seconds later opened the door. Oh, actual ghost. Someone was in that closet. I was not expecting someone in that closet. Why was someone in the closet? My thoughts exactly. Hey. Gerard's just real chill. Like, okay, there's a person in the closet. Hey. Gerard waves to the person and then closes the door, turning back to me. Who? What? Why? What? Who? Where? Sorry if he scared you.
What?
Anyway, that's it for the tour. How was it? I have multiple questions. Most of them about that guy in the closet. He beamed. I hesitated, but seeing his eye twitch slightly, thought better than to bring it back up. Okay. So there's something going on here. It was awesome. Thanks so much. I learned a lot about the school and about you and about your friends. It really helped me feel included. No problem, not at all. I like helping out. I wish I had had someone to show me around when I first got here.
Huh.
You have no idea how long it took me to find all the secret tunnels and to make a complete map of campus. Secret tunnels? Secret tunnels?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, man, I gotta show you them. They're so cool. Gerard glanced at the clock hanging in the wall and winced. Ugh. Oh darn, I gotta get going. I got homework to do. If you ever need more help, I'm here for you. Those secret tunnels are gonna get completely glossed over. We're gonna hear nothing more about them unless we take Gerard's route. $5. He got out a notebook and scribbled something down. Then he ripped it out and gave it to me. Here, my phone number, dorm number, address, parents' phone number, emails, Facebook, and blipper information. Don't hesitate to ask me anything. I understand you're the completionist and you want to be very complete in telling people where to contact you, but your parents' phone number? Alright, dude. I'll see you later, Hana. It was really great spending time with you. Gosh, this game is good. Oh my gosh! Hang on. Let's just... I can't edit, so I can't punch in on this. But just... let's disregard the Asagao High School host club there, which is a phenomenal reference. Let's disregard that and just... Crying party. This is just crying party. Did you mean finals week? That's great. All four of those actually, just all four of those posters would be neat. Like that just whole like 4-poster thing would be a neat like little print to hang on your wall. Oh my gosh, the Asagao High School Host Club thing. I saw someone do an AMV with the Oran High School Host Club theme with the normal boots guys. It was great. I'll link it in the description of the video that this is when this goes up. Also, last week's stream got eaten by OBS. That made me sad. I put the paper in my bag, chuckling softly to myself, and then paused. I had to check. We were in front of the supply closet the whole time, and I fought the urge to open the door after Gerard closed it. Now I was really gonna see who was in there. Oh, well, there goes my $5. Darkness. The light was off this time. I slid my hand across the wall, looking for the switch, and I flipped it. There was no one in the closet. Oh! I froze, still as the paints and construction paper that lined the walls. He wasn't in here, and this was the only exit. I closed the door, blinked hard, and walked straight back to my dorm room. Nope. Forget about it, just forget about it. Nope, we don't need to look at it. It's no big deal. Not an issue at all. Ignoring that last incident, Gerard truly went out of his way to show he was thinking about me. In fact, I got the impression he was this way for everyone. Maybe even everything. He was thorough, very thorough, and when he wanted to help you, he did everything in his power to do so. Maybe it hadn't meant much to him, but it meant a lot to me. I returned to my dorm and crawled into my bed with a smile on my face, ready to take on the next day. This time, I knew I wouldn't get lost. That's helpful. Holy posters, Batman! Oh my gosh, where's the chins? Where are the chins? I don't see any chins. Maya and I arrived at Poppy Hall the next morning, and it immediately became clear something had changed. Posters drenched in nausea-inducing neon colors were plastered on the lockers. Several students gathered to take a look. Hey man, nausea-inducing neon colors are pretty great. Oh my gosh. What is happening? We walked over to one of the walls to get a better look. Is that Jared? Mai is just like, we turn over to Mai and just nosebleed. Just like, It's a faucet. When Mai didn't respond, I turned to look at her. The expression on her face told her that her mind wandered somewhere that would have made a call girl blush. The nosebleed intensifies is that sentence, basically. Mai, you're drooling. That seemed to jolt her out of her fantasy. She lifted away a sleeve to try to wipe away the drivel on her chin. I'm totally not drooling. What are you talking about? What are these posters even for? I mean, other than, like, making you die of nosebleed. Well, last year Jared put on a fashion show. Looks like he's doing it again this year. I didn't know Jared was into fashion. Mai shrugged. He's not. I waited for some type of clarification. Okay, are you going to explain?
He's so cute.
Oh my gosh, one time, he's so cute. And one time in biology, I had him take off his sweater and his shirt kind of got stuck to it. And it pulled up and I swear he had like 20 abs. Ooh. I waited in vain. So we just get to hear about the 20 abs and watch my nosebleed harder.
Good morning.
Oh, hey there, Jared. Good morning. Hello, ladies. Oh, no. My, we're gonna need to take you to the hospital for lack of blood. Mai and I whipped around. There stood Jared in all his glittering, magnificent glory. Mai's face turned as red as her hair. The most beautiful guy in school. I see you're admiring my totally sweet posters. Yeah, they're really something, Jared. I like your abs. With sudden soul-crushing realization of what she said, her expression twisted into a mixture of horror and disgust. Jared was entirely unfazed, to his credit. Thanks, but Hana, it was actually you I wanted to speak to. Why would he want to talk to me? Yeah, okay. What's up? Jared looked expectantly at Mai. She didn't move. She's probably, like, still internally screaming from, look your abs. Realizing she was in trouble, I nudged her with my elbow as subtly as I could. Hey, wake up, dude.
Hey.
Mai, would you go get me a soda? I'm really thirsty. Without a word, Mai scuttled away. Poor girl. Jared turned back to me, a cool glint in his eye. He seemed used to the effect he had on women.
Well,
I wanted to talk to you about the fashion show, actually. You're new here and all, so you probably don't know. But every year I like to put on a little, fashion show to showcase my, modeling skills, Just really gotta, sorry, I'm really tense. I just gotta stretch, Ooh.
What?
Wait. What? Just to make sure people don't forget, what I'm capable of. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a stack of glossy photos, and thrust them into my hands. I stared down at them in awe, and most likely confusion. Guys, is this when we see chins? The chins! The chins! Mission accomplished, chins! Ha ha ha! I flipped through them, starting to notice a pattern.
As you could tell, my beauty is something that simply can't go to waste. I like to hold a fashion show here at Asagao Academy to ensure everyone gets their yearly dose of Pro Jared.
Oh jeez, I think my face just cramped a little from doing that. I flipped to the last photo. He shot up my neck and into my ears. Surely this was some kind of joke. I shoved the stack of photos back at him, wiping my sweaty palms against my skirt. Oh my gosh. Ugh. What does this have to do with me? That might have been a little rude. Jared, as smooth as ever, just smiled it off. I think you have potential, Anna. He suddenly leaned in very close to me. So close, in fact, that I could smell his cologne. A musky sweet aroma of earthy scents and ham? Potential for what exactly? Jared shifted his mouth so close to my ear I could feel its heat. For greatness, young one. He reached into his shirt pocket and retrieved a small slip of paper. With quivering hands, I accepted it.
All right.
My card. My number's on the bottom. If you're ever interested, I could teach you a thing or two about modeling.
You know, just the right poses. Just really, it's all about form. I stared down at the card in my hand, feeling that if I looked away, it would disappear. By the time I gathered the courage to face him again, Jared was gone. Feeling pretty dizzy, probably from blood loss, because nosebleed. I headed for class, the business card strangled to death in my white-knuckled hand. Sounds about right. By the time I got through the milling students and to the classroom, Mai was sitting at her desk, face down and completely still. So she's been internally screaming this entire time. Just the whole time we had that, like, really close-up discussion with Jared. And he's, like, trying to be all smooth and whatnot. Maya's just been like, my life is over. I took my sheet. Yes, let me just go grab the sheet off my bed. Take the sheet. I took my seat and twisted around to poke the dejected Mai-shaped heat. She didn't budge.
Hey!
Mai. Hey, Mai. I heard a muffled groan of despair.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe it. I'm such a social disaster. My life is over. Jared thinks I'm a weirdo now, and I just sit here and, like, nosebleed at his abs all day.
No, you're not. I'm much worse, trust me. I tried to sound comforting, but I was never really good at this sort of thing. Mai slowly lifted her head from her desk. What's that? She motioned to the business card that was still in my hand. I set it in front of her. Maya praised it for a long minute with a blank face, as if I set a rare artifact in front of her that she didn't actually believe was real. Vroom vroom! Hello! Everyone wave hello to the motorcycle gang that is vroom vroom. Then her eyebrows pulled together.
He gave you his number? What is this? How did you get his number? What are you?
Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, not really. I mean, he said I should call him if I wanted to teach him how to, like, model like him, I guess. I don't really know what's going on. He got really up close and personal, and I was really uncomfortable. It was embarrassing to even say, and the words felt incredibly awkward in my mouth. The moment I said them out loud, I wished I could grab them back and swallow them, because Mai would probably die of nosebleed. I expected Mai to give me a once-over before making an off-the-cuff comment about how I wasn't nearly enough pretty enough to be a model. But she didn't.
Yeah!
Yeah, he, like, totally wants to get with you.
Can I dress up as you and wear a pink wig? Is that okay? Are you down with that?
Her tone was so matter-of-fact, I gaped. No, it doesn't. Why would you say that?
Bingo.
Okay, Hana, I've taken enough sex ed classes to know when a guy fully wants you, and Jared, like, fully wants you, dude. Mortified, I snatched the business card back off her desk and shoved it into my jacket pocket. Turning away, my cheeks felt as if they were on fire. By now, the classroom was filled with students. They chattered amongst themselves, but the white noise of their conversations wasn't loud enough to drown my out. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see John and PBG seated in their desks at the back of the classroom. Hello. Hi. Hello. Welcome to the 5th freaking sick motorcycle rider. Vroom vroom. I'm talking serious grabby hands on the back of his dad Camaro here. You're gonna make babies with Pro Jared, Hana. They're gonna have 7,000 chins. Little glittering Jared babies. No, I'm not. What are you on about? You're totally crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh man, this game is just pleasant. Miss Shizuka, like some kind of angel, cleared her throat at the front of the class. I exhaled gratefully and sunk down in my seat. Oh, finally, I don't gotta think about glittering Jared chin babies. When class finally ended, Mai and I headed for the cafeteria. The incident forgotten in her hurried attempt to explain Miss Shizuka's scandalous last relationship.
What a jerk.
Seriously, you spent all this time trying to choose between her and some dead chick who only liked him because he looked like her ex-boyfriend. I mean, who does that? We got our food and hesitated in the middle of the room, looking at the normal boots table, like, I don't know, should we do this? Neither of us wanted to go up and demand a seat, especially after wiggling our way in the day before. What if they had changed their minds? But Satch, noticing us standing like lost lambs in the middle of the room, waved us over.
Hey, girl.
Hey girl, how was class? Oh, you know, just normal. Normal like your boots? Satch nodded and turned away, completely missing our pun, because he was in the middle of talking to Josh. That was awkward. Despite how familiarly he treated me, I still didn't know how to talk to him, or any of them, as a matter of fact. I looked across the table and locked eyes with PBG. Oh yes. Oh yes. I am okay with this. Who stared at me like I was a baby German shepherd. Is that a good thing? You...
All right.
Cookies!
What?
What?
Oh, sick.
You brought us cookies? You're the best, Gerard! Paul sprang out of his chair and practically tackled Gerard.
Ah,
Whoa, calm down! There's more than enough cookies to go around. Gerard started passing the cookies around the table, but paused. You're back again? He looked at Mai and me. I tried to ignore the disappointment on his face. Disappointment? Gerard!
well,
Well, here. He handed us each a cookie, then headed back across the cafeteria. Oh, he hadn't planned on us, so it's like messing up his completionist plans. Okay. I stared at the small chocolate chips melting in the warm cookie. Did he not want us here? But he was so nice yesterday. I didn't even want to eat the cookie, not if he was going to be as two-faced as that. Hey! Watch where you're walking next time! A sheepish Gerard stood next to a short, skinny boy who was holding his tray above his head. I'm sorry, I'll be more careful. Oh, you're from Normal Boots. I'm sorry, wait. You're the guy who plays with itty-bitty kitties, aren't you? The boy sneered. Oh, my poor bearded child! How the hell did you manage to get in with a group like that? Huh? They're my friends.
Look, play with those stupid dolls. Good, you're an embarrassment.
The kid's friends were hitting his shoulder, looking from Gerard to our table with panicked eyes. You're about to get your butt kicked.
I like what I like.
I think they're fun. Whatever. The kid was led off by his friends. Gerard came back and sat down at the table. That was weird. Gerard sat down and began happily munching on his cookie, looking for all the world like he didn't care about what just happened. Good on you, Gerard. Good job. I scanned the cafeteria for the boy who heckled him and found him sitting alone at a table, head in his hands. His friends left him behind. Oh my gosh! What was that about? Oh, that? I used to get it all the time. I collect itty bitty kitty figurines. You know that kids show with the 5 kittens who live in Kitten Town? I'm sensing a parallel here. They were originally supposed to have magic powers, but whatever. I collect their figurines. They're so cute! I've almost got them all. I'm only missing Princess Pumpernickel. She's the rarest. But why was that guy making fun of you? Doesn't it bother you? I was afraid of bringing up bad feelings, but Gerard just shook his head. Nah, looks kinda weird, right? A teenage boy collecting toys meant for little girls.
Uh-huh.
But I like them, so I don't let it bother me. Sorry I didn't bring enough cookies the first time, Hana. I forgot that you were joining us again, but I'm glad you're here. I bit my lip. See, Hana?
He was being nice the whole time, and here you were jumping to conclusions. Gosh, you acted like the internet comments over there.
Hey, your cookie will get cold if you don't eat it. I unwrapped the cookie. A sense of chocolate and cinnamon hit me. I broke off a piece and popped it into my mouth. Gerard whispered something into Nick's ear, who started laughing so hard milk came out of his nose. Was he really okay with people making fun of him? I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. At my old school, people made fun of me every day. It was hell. There was no way you could just brush it off like that. Not when I tried so hard to do the same. But as I finished the cookie and started on my ramen, and Gerard continued to laugh with the rest of the normal boots, I wondered whether it was as impossible as I always thought.
Hana, could you pass me that pepper?
I got it. Here, Jared.
Thanks,
What's your name again? Oh, poor Mai. It's Mai. Thanks, Mai. Mai is just incredibly sad now. Like, you can just picture, like, the anime water eyes.
Hana!
Well, Hana, ready to head back? Okay, I guess. Did Mai look sad? Did that just happen? Or did I imagine it? We threw our trays on the racks and headed out of the cafeteria. As we waved to the normal boots and Gerard cheerily waved back, a sudden pang hit my stomach. Was it guilt?
I don't know if you're gonna be guilty about there, Hana. But okay.
After class ended that day, Mai said she had volleyball practice and sped off.
She's probably gonna go write some Jared fanfiction, you know? It's probably not actually volleyball practice. It's probably like she's gonna go write fanfiction. She's just actually on the volleyball team. She's gonna skip practice to write fanfiction.
Thankfully this time, I knew where I was going, so I headed straight back and collapsed on my bed. It was nice to have some time to myself. After everything that happened, I felt like I was going crazy. I could use some relaxation. I didn't have a computer or a TV, and the book Satch gave me was really good, but sometimes it got a bit hard to read. Instead, I took out my phone and started flipping through the App Store. Nothing really looked good. Did I just forget something? Oh no. I'm sorry, my brain was in a different place. I thought I had choir practice, but that's not till 7:30. Wait, what was this? I sat up.
Dumby Doom's Revenge. Face off against 3 other players as you catch monsters, raise them, and use your unique skills to aid you on your puzzle-solving quest. Only you can save Metaworld from its ignorant king and utter destruction. Now with a single-player campaign. Raise crops to feed your monsters. If you're lucky, they'll transform into cute girls.
What the hell? It looks so stupid, but it couldn't hurt to give it a try. I downloaded and started up the game.
Oh, dang.
Great music, 10 out of 10.
Welcome to Dumby Doom's Revenge!
I skipped the intro sequence and quickly hit single player. I don't have time for multiplayer. That's for squizzity scrubs.
Loading.
The load times were awful. Suddenly, a cartoonish hilly valley met my eyes, panning over to a white castle, nestled next to a cliff. The lazy king. He lay asleep on a throne when a squat silver soldier ran into the room.
King Dumby Doom, quickly, lunatic! Oh, the send the first battalion off, please. I'm rather tired.
The knight left, and the screen faded to a world map showing a horde of black blobs on the right side of the screen. A small group of knights ran up against the blobs and were instantly devoured. One of the black blobs spit out a helmet with a skull inside. What the hell is this game? Things continued in this way, with the king sending off his battalions haphazardly until no one was left. Then the king awoke in his chair and turned to the screen.
You!
Me?
Only you can save my kingdom. Please!
I don't think I can save your kingdom, dude. You're the one menacing it.
How dare you!
What the hell? Did this thing hear me?
You are no longer my advisor. Go back to your home village and let me deal with this myself.
A tiny sprite with brown hair flew across the world map, bouncing into a bunch of red houses.
Well, I guess my only choice is to raise an army of monsters myself, and overthrow the king, and then raise an army to fight the oncoming bloopity bloops.
How the hell did you come to that conclusion? Finally, I was allowed to play the actual game. A dozen multicolored blocks appeared on the screen. The monsters I was initially given could only hit their corresponding colors and couldn't activate any traps. Supposedly, more monsters could eventually learn how to set traps, and you could do certain combos to hinder the opposing team. If you had an attractive girl on your team, she'd use an ability to double the rate of your opponent's blocks or have their clock time. But that had a drawback for you too. It could be used as an asset by the opponent. Not to mention that certain color combinations between girls and monsters activated unique secret abilities. You could also evolve your monsters and feed them things. How the heck am I supposed to remember all this? I failed the first few times, but quickly got the hang of it. It was just about being adaptable and maintaining a flexible strategy after all. My eyes started to hurt and I looked at the time.
It was 2 in the morning.
8 o'clock? It'd been 4 hours? I had reading to do. Oh no! I grabbed my textbook, flicked the radio on, and began to read.
There have been many tales of times when the moon has fallen on the planets. The most popular of these being the myth of Termina.
I see what you did there.
However, these myths have never proven to be more than a hallucination.
My eyes blurred over my astronomy textbook and I yawned. I wish I could have taken astronomy, like... Okay, story time. I need one natural science course, and that's actually my only, like, general education credit left on my degree, and I want to take astronomy, right? But I just couldn't fit it in my schedule this year. Which is a shame, because I like space. Space is neat. The Schubert piece floating from my radio made me want to go to sleep, and I toyed with the idea of going to class without finishing my reading. Not a good idea, by the way. Who cared how many times the moon was supposed to fall? Especially when time travel was involved. Is this an actual Schubert piece? Because I don't know classical music enough. I'm a vocalist, I don't instrument. Oh my gosh, Hana! I burst in through the door, flung herself across the room, and grabbed my radio.
Hey!
Hey, where have you been? What are you doing?
Give me a second, we're missing it. Hang on, I gotta fiddle with the radio here. This is definitely fiddle with radio hands, not dials, keys.
There we go.
But I swear, that dog was the living worst.
That's why you need a bird like my lovely Jacques.
Watch your tongue.
What is this? No, seriously, what is this?
Shh, I want to hear everything.
Hey,
So the time has come to make an official announcement. This year, just like every other year, the Normal Boots Club will be participating in the video game tournament.
yeah.
Woohoo, yeah! As PBG applauded as though he were a crowd of 30 people. Yeah! Woo! I shot a puzzled glance at mine.
Explain? What is going on?
I hope you guys will support us again this year, and best of luck to our competitors. You guys are going down! And now for some music. I turned down the radio and sighed. Can you explain now? I'm very confused. Okay, what did you want? No, seriously, what did you want? I really want to know. What was that? I'd greatly appreciate if you would explain what's going on. PB&J, it's PB and John's radio show. PB&J. Okay, I can't remember if when this was being written, if PB and Jeff was a real thing or they're just making a pun. I can't tell. They have a radio show? What do they do on it? Oh, rip to my radio show. Although the person emailed me the other day, the person who runs the radio station was like, hey, you still want to do this? I haven't gotten back to them. Oh, they, talk and stuff, play music sometimes, I guess. I don't know, stuff happens. Everyone in school listens to it. I'm so glad you brought your radio. I forgot mine at home. And a video game tournament? Could you elucidate, please? Yeah, didn't you hear them talking about it the other day? It's definitely a thing. I can't believe your school didn't have it. No? They were talking about it the other day? Come to think of it, I didn't pay much attention to their conversations. I was too busy worrying about myself. Every year they have a game tournament down at the Higgbottom Mall. Lots of people come to compete, but everybody knows the real fight is between the Normal Boots Club and the Hidden Block Club. Dude, I don't know if I talked about it, but at the mall near here, there is a video game tournament place now. I'm so happy I can actually get games to smash in and stuff. Is that what they do? Video game tournaments? Is that their club description? Yeah, that's why nobody's ever joined them since their inception. Isn't that kind of obvious? Well, I guess partly they're a group of friends who just happen to make a club together, but also unless you're really talented, you kind of just drag them down, Ouch. Oh, not all of them are so harsh, but some of them, well... Mike glanced away, but I felt like I knew who she was talking about. That's too bad. The conversation I had before with Jami and Caddy came to mind. Had they really thought I was joining the Normal Boots Club? There was no way. I'm not good enough at video games. I don't know, dude. You just, ripped through that puzzle game in, 4 hours. I hadn't played a video game since I was a kid. My father gave me a 4DS when I left home. But, I have the 4DS right here, but... Oh. The night before I left home for Asagao, my dad came to visit me in my room. I had packed the few things I owned into a briefcase and a single cardboard box, set to be shipped with the train. I sat and stared at the box, somewhat bitter. I barely even needed it. I didn't own much.
Hana?
Yeah, Dad? My father stood in front of me, a weary smile on his face. Even though he tried to hide it, I could see by the deep wrinkles around his eyes and forehead that he was tired, sad. The past few years had taken their toll on him. I hadn't eased things.
You'll be leaving tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh. Oopsie. A heavy silence hung between us, filling my childhood bedroom like styrofoam.
Are you excited?
Yeah, I am. He nodded and glanced around my room. The pale blue walls, the broken clock above my old desk, scuff marks around the doorframe from where I ran into it as a kid. I lived in this house almost my whole life, ever since moving after kindergarten. It was everything I knew, but now it was too much for me. The decision to transfer to Asagao didn't come lightly. First, it was a prestigious institution with a highly prized reputation. Only the best of the best, touting either great grades, impressive talent, or lots of money, could get in. I was none of those things, but I made it in regardless. Part of me suspected I was a charity case. I received a small scholarship, and it no doubt looked good for the academy to have fostered a poverty-stricken child in its walls. And despite the fact that my father couldn't afford it even with the scholarship, he'd guaranteed he'd support me if I had went. I looked again at the wrinkles in his face, his sagging shoulders. He pressed his hands against his body to hide the way they shook. All for me. He'd be all alone. I'm glad you're going. I think this will be good for you. Yeah. I wish I could say something else, but nothing came. Well, honey, just in case you get homesick. Just in case you get homesick, I brought a present for you. A present? From his pocket, my dad produced a shining pink Nintendo 4DS and placed it into my hands. That's basically the exact opposite of what I have right here. I've been playing enough. Hello, thank you, motorcycle. It's great. Ruined the wonderful moment we're having right here. For you. But why? How? Dad, this costs so much. You're already killing yourself to let me go. Why would you? Tears spilled from my eyes as my dad smiled. Nothing is too good for you, my dear Hana. His voice was trembling. You're my pride and joy. You deserve so much better than you've gotten from me. Dad. Go to Asagao. Have fun. Make a lot of friends. And when you get homesick, you play with that. I'll make do. I stood up and hugged him, burying my face in his scratchy sweater and oatmeal smell. I'll miss you. I'll miss you too, my little Hana. Well, I didn't sign my permission slip. I wasn't ready to go on a fields trip. But the thing is, you forgot to give me a cartridge to play with. So now you just got the 3DS and you don't really get to do anything with it. Now I glanced at the machine hidden behind my desk lamp. Mai watched me carefully. Well, you never know what could happen. What? What do you mean? Sorry, I kind of went on a little bit of field trip there. What did you say? Nothing at all. But I just got back, so I got work to do. Work, right? Oh my gosh. PUG and I still had that project too, and we hadn't met to discuss it at all. He said he'd had it under control, but I should probably make a backup plan, just in case. It wasn't that I didn't trust him, it was just that... Okay, I didn't trust him. Sighing, I worked a kink out of my shoulder. Ugh. It looked like it'd be a long night. Oh, someone's knocking on the door. Ugh. Who's knocking? What was that noise? There it is again. Stop it. Just let me sleep. It's fine. I'm fine. You're not a minute. Who on earth to do this so early? Why are you knocking on my door? It's like 3 in the morning. Has someone died? So early in the morning, in fact, that it wasn't even light out. I quietly patted over the door. Mai shifted in her bed. I love the description "padded" when you're walking because it just so aptly applies to the feeling of walking at 2 in the morning. Because I sleep funny, so I'm up from 12 to 2. I sleep from 9 to 12, and then 2 to 6. And padding just so accurately describes my walking around my room during my mid-cycle. It's just like pad, I guess. Anyway.
What?
What? Joshua Lena.
It's about time.
Who? What? Oh, honey. She pushed past me and swept into the room, flipping on the light switch. Paul and Nick followed after him. Anna, I feel just terrible for ruining your uniform. Sincerely, we owe you an apology and a clean uniform. I'm not so good at that kind of thing, so I brought a friend to help me. Josh pulled open my drawer and tossed clothes out left and right.
Oh my god, stop, that's my underwear. What's wrong with you? It's 3 in the morning, why are you here?
I ran to him and grabbed his arm, trying to pull him away.
These panties are so cute. They're perfect for you.
Get away from there! Where's your uniform? Why are we going through your underwear drawer? I ducked below Josh and pulled open a drawer, pulling out the sticky fabric. Here, take it.
Just quit going through my underwear, you creepazoids.
I threw it at Josh's face, but he caught it with ease. This is no problem. I'll promise I'll have this cleaned in no time, girls. He snapped. I don't know if you guys does that show up? Yeah, it does. Okay. Follow me. Paul, Nick, and Josh swept from my room, but they didn't head towards the hall exit. Instead, they turned left, heading deeper into the dormitory. Perhaps we should follow them? I didn't have a good feeling about this. Oh, it is like 3 in the morning. I stepped into my slippers and ran into the hallway, just in time to see a door to the girls' bathroom close. Oh no. Ah, what are you... Wait, no, that's Mimi.
Oh, what are you doing in here?
I sprinted to the bathroom door, but before I could get there... Paul and Nick slammed into the wall across from the door.
Men like you were the worst.
Whoa, no, this was all an misunderstanding. Please, just hear me out here.
I'm sure it was. Mm-hmm.
No, Mimi, it really was. Wait a minute. Where's the other person who was in there with him?
She's doing something with a uniform in the sink.
Mimi tossed her head with a sniff and headed back to the bathroom. Ugh, something in the uniform. She actually thinks Josh is a girl? She wouldn't be the first. Josh himself believes he's a girl. That wig is magical. Well, stay out of the girls' bathroom. It's not exactly gonna help your platform if word gets around that you're a pervert. A shadow fell over Paul's face. I sighed. Don't worry, I'll talk to Mimi. Go back to the boys' dorm. No, seriously, go. Alright. Thanks so much, Anna. Yeah. It's 3 in the morning. I don't know why you're here. Get out of here. I watched them scamper away, then headed into the bathroom. Hey, Joshua, is that your name? You and I should probably get going. I rounded the corner and found him doing Mimi's hair. In a second, Hana. I just gotta finish this.
Hana, have you met Joshua Lena? She's so good with hair. And look, she even got the stain out of this shirt.
Mimi held up my uniform.
Really?
Really? Thank goodness. Thanks so much.
It's no problem, honey.
I guess I'll let you finish. Mimi, don't tell anyone about Paul and Nick, okay?
Well, why wouldn't I?
Well, as class representatives, they were just trying to help Joshua Lena get her bearings, and were showing her where the bathroom was. Doesn't that make sense? I should have been the one to show her, but I was asleep. It's 3 in the morning. They didn't want to wake me up.
Oh well, I guess it's fine then.
Thanks. I stood staring at them, unsure of what to do next.
Oh man. I too am unsure of what I need to do next. Well, I'm sure of what I need to do next, but I'm unsure of what to do next because I need to end the stream. I've got work to do, unfortunately. For those of you watching this on Saturday as a stream VOD, sorry about last week's recording. OBS just kind of ate it. I don't know where it went. And as for the videos for the rest of the week, in relation to like finals week, I have a Twilight Princess episode recorded, and it's just kind of sitting in the pipe, ready to go out during finals week. But I'm not gonna be able to record this weekend. I have studying to do, so it's just gonna be one video next week. But oh well. Anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. This has been Asagao Academy, and hey. Wait, we gotta save first before I go saying later, man. Let's save. Save number 4. Okay. And this has been Asagao Academy. Next time we'll come back and see what transpires with Paulina here. And hey, later, man.